way with the engine running low. Between the man I used to be and the ghost that's gotta go. I'm looking through the window at the life we built in glass, watching every memory turn to shadows as they pass. My hand is on the shifter, but my heart is on the floor. I never thought I'd find the strength to head toward the door. If I stay another hour, I'll believe your beautiful lies. I'll get lost inside the wreckage of the hunger in your eyes. But the air is getting here, and I'm grasping just to live. I've reached the end of everything I had inside to give. So I'll walk away from you, though it tears my soul in two. It's the hardest thing and the only thing that's left for me to do. I'm leaving behind the outside love, the weed that didn't survive, choosing the sting of being lonely over buried and alive. Step by step the miles will grow until you're just a view. God help me as I walk away from you. The rearview mirror is blurry from the tears I shouldn't cry, searching for a version of the truth within a lie. I'm driving past the landmarks of a war I couldn't win, tracing every scar you left beneath my tired skin. You're not even calling, and that hurts the most of all, knowing that you're standing still while I begin to fall. Maybe in a different life we didn't break so fast. Maybe there's a universe where love was built to last. But in this one I'm fading, I'm a candle in the rain, and I have to choose the healing over holding on to pain. So I'll walk away from you, though it tears my soul in two. It's the hardest thing and the only thing that's left for me to do. I'm leaving behind the outside love, the weed that didn't survive, choosing the sting of being lonely over buried and alive. Step by step the miles will grow until you're just a view. God help me as I walk away from you. I'm 10 miles out and the city lights are dim. I'm learning how to breathe again without the weight of him. The road is long, the night is new, and I'm finally walking away. I'm walking away from you. Goodbye. I'm still wearing the watch you bought for my birthday back in May. While you're out there timing how fast you can throw our years away, I've got your favorite record stacked like a shrine beside the bed, and a million I love yous echoing like ghosts inside my head. You settled all your debts and packed your boxes in a night, like you've been rehearsing how to leave before the morning light. The math of us is broken, the numbers don't add up. I'm pouring out my spirit while you're hiding your empty cup. You crossed the finish line and left me running in the dark, still trying to find a flicker in a cold and dying spark. I loved you longer than you loved me. I stayed in the water while you headed feel like a mistake. I was memorizing your laughter, the way you take your tea while you were in every single part of me. It's a different kind of morning when the person isn't dead, but the version of you that loved me is just a memory instead. How do I turn it off? How do I make the feeling quit when I'm still burning for you and you didn't even notice it? You've already found a new rhythm, a new song to sing, while I'm still weighed down by the promise of a golden and silver ring. I loved you longer than you loved me. I stayed in the water while you headed for the key. I was building a future while you were planning your escape. Now I'm left here holding miles of tangled tape. You stopped 1,000 heartbeats ago. I can feel it in the air, but I'm still standing at the altar and you're no longer there. Yeah, the coolest kind of lonely is the clarity to see that I loved you longer than you loved me. My clock is stuck on us, but yours is moving on. I'm still waiting for the sunset, but you've already seen the dawn. Yeah, yeah, I'm still in love, and you're already free. I loved you so much longer than you ever loved me. The seasons change their colors from the gold back to the gray, but I'm still standing on the corner where you turned and walked away. I haven't moved a single inch. I'm a statue in the rain, waiting for the punchline or the end of all this pain. People pass me by like shadows. They tell me I should go, but they don't know I'm anchored to the only ghost I know. The world is spinning forward, chasing lights and brand new names, but I'm stuck inside a photograph within these rusted frames. I'm terrified to move my feet, to take a single stride, 'cause if I leave this spot, I'm leaving everything inside. I stayed where you left me, like a lie you didn't douse, like a forgotten memory in a quiet empty house. You've traveled oceans, found new suns and miles of open road, while I'm still carrying the weight of a story that's grown old. I'm a landmark of a heartbreak for the whole wide world to see. Yeah, I stayed where you left me, but you never came for me. There's a footprint in the gravel where you took your final stand. I reach down every evening just to touch it with my hand. I've memorized the cracks in the pavement and the rhythm of the street, hoping that the wind might bring the sound of your retreating feet. Are you sleeping in a different city? Are you happy in your skin? Well, I'm still waiting at the door where you refuse to let me in. Is it loyalty or madness? Is it love or just a cage to be the only you never came for me. The dust is settling on my shoulders. The night is getting cold. I'm a little more broken and a lot more old, but I'll be here tomorrow in the same spot under the tree. I stayed where you left me, but you forgot about me. You forgot about me. You forgot about me. I still hear your name in quiet rooms, like it's learning how to breathe. Every corner holds a memory that never really leaves. Your coffee cup still by the sink, like you might walk through the door. I learned how to be strong alone on a heart that's torn before. They say time heals everything, but some wounds don't close. Some love doesn't fade away, it just learns how to stay slow. You said goodbye, but you never left. You're everywhere I go, in every smile I try to fake, in every tear I don't show. Shaking hands, but you're still part of me. You're the goodbye I said out loud, but the one that lives inside me.
I see your shadow in the glass when I'm getting dressed for bed. I replay all the words we lost, everything we never said.
We were fire, we were fragile, we were hope dressed up as fate. Now I'm dancing with your absence, learning how to wait. I tried to love somebody new, tried to feel okay, but every heart I touch reminds me you're still in the loving you changed my heart. You said goodbye and I nodded yes, like I understood. But part of me is still back there, believing that we could. I walk ahead, but I look behind more than I should be. You're not here, but you're not gone. You live inside me. One day I'll say your name without breaking into, But even when I finally heal, I'll remember you. You were my love, my almost, my truth, my sweetest memory. You're the goodbye I learned to survive, the one that lives inside me. I wake up with your silence pressed against my chest, an empty side of the bed that knows you best. The mirror shows a smile I don't recognize. I practice being okay, but the lie won't survive. Your jacket's still hanging by the door, like you might need it when the cold comes in. I keep pretending I moved on, but I'm still where you've been. They say love fades when the light goes out, but mine learned how to stay. Even without your hand in mine, you're leading me this way. I'm still standing in your shadow, even when the sun comes through, trying to live a life without you, but everything leads back to you. I step forward, but I don't feel free. Every road feels narrow. You walked away into the light. I'm still standing in your shadow. I hear your laughing, crowded rooms and strangers' voices, broken echoes. Every song we love still knows the weight of all our hellos. I tried to love someone new last spring, but my heart wouldn't let me stay. It kept reaching for a ghost of you that never went away. I packed up all the memories, labeled them don't touch, but late at night they call my name, and I still miss you too much. I'm still standing in your shadow, even when the sky turns blue. I'm learning how to breathe again, but every breath feels you. I chase the life we talked about, but I move so slow. You found the light you needed. I'm still in your shadow.
If love is letting go,
Why does it hurt like this?
why does my heart still fall apart?
At the thought of your kiss,
I don't hate you for leaving.
I just hate what remains.
A world where you're not here anymore.
And I'm calling your name in the rain. I'm still standing in your shadow, trying not to disappear, telling myself I'm stronger now, while wishing you were here. I'll learn to stand on my own 2 feet, even if it's slow. But tonight, under this lonely moon, I'm still in your shadow.
One day I'll step into my own light,
I swear I'll find my way.
but until my heart forgets your shape,
I'll feel you every day. You were my home, my safe place, my tomorrow.
now you're the
Love I had to let go, and I'm still standing in your shadow. watched you stop the watering, I watched you dim the light. You started coming home like you were bracing for a fight. I brought my heart to dinner, laid it open on the tray, but you just picked around the pieces and you looked the other way. It wasn't that you killed it with a sudden heavy blow. You just stopped providing what a living thing needs to grow. A fire needs the oxygen, a river needs the rain, but you fed off forever with the silence of disdain. I was reaching out for crumbs while you were full of cold neglect, watching something beautiful lose every ounce of self-respect. You didn't break my heart, no, you did something worse instead. You sat and watched the hunger till the spark was finally dead. I was begging for a look, for a word, for any spark of heat, while you were moving through the rooms on quiet, hollow feet. It withered in the corner, it died for lack of breath. You let love starve, and that's a slow and lonely death. How was your day faded into? Did you pay the bill? The space between our bodies grew a jagged winter chill. I tried to cook for two, I tried to keep the garden green, but I was dancing for a ghost who didn't wanna be seen. You weren't mean, you weren't loud, you weren't even there at all. Just a shadow on the ceiling, just a picture on the wall. How do you mourn a tragedy that didn't make a sound? A skyscraper that crumbled without hitting the ground. I was offering a feast, a lifetime on a plate, but you left the table early and you left it all to fade. You didn't break my heart, no, you did something worse instead. You sat and watched the hunger till the spark was finally dead. I was begging for a look, for a word, for any spark of heat, while you were moving through the rooms on quiet, hollow feet. It withered in the corner, it died for lack of breath. You let love starve, and that's a slow and lonely death. Now the cupboards are all empty, the kitchen light is blown, and I'm learning how to feed a spirit on its own. I'm sorry that my everything wasn't worth a single bite. You let love starve, and you turned out the light. I'm scrolling back to January, back when the blue bubbles flowed, when the screen was full of miss you and the I'm almost home. Your sentences were long then, with hearts and see you soon. We'd stay awake till 3 a.m. beneath a digital moon. But the paragraphs got shorter and the emojis disappeared, replaced by hollow case and the silence that I feared. I watched the three dots dance and then they'd vanish into white, leaving me with questions in the middle of the night. You didn't pack a suitcase, you didn't slam a door, you just stopped hitting send until we weren't us anymore. I lost you between texts and the spaces in between, in the red receipts that haunted every corner of my screen. There was no big explosion, no dramatic final plea, just a slow motion fading of the way you talked to me. From good night, my forever, to a good that came too late. I lost you in the thumbs up and the silence of the wait.
Looking at your contact name, the one I haven't changed.
It's funny how a phone can show a life so rearranged. I typed out I still love you, then I hit the backspace key, because I'm talking to a ghost who's already deleted me. You're out there in the world now with your ringer turned to loud, while I'm just a notification you've cleared inside a cloud. Was it somewhere between how are you and the I'm just really tired? When did the connection fail and the signal just expire? I'm staring at a thread that's gone from gold to cold and gray, watching everything we were just pixelate away. I lost you between texts and the spaces in between, in the red receipts that haunted every corner of my screen. There was no big explosion, no dramatic final plea, just a slow motion fading of the way you talk to me. From good night, my forever, to a good that came too late. I lost you in the thumbs up and the silence of the wait. My phone just buzzed upon the desk and my heart began to race, but it was just a news alert or a like from some old place. You didn't have to say goodbye, you just stopped saying hi, and I'm still holding on to 4G, waiting for a reply. I'm still waiting. I remember when your voice was the anthem of my day, when we had 1,000 secrets and a million things to say. But the air began to thicken and the words began to thin, until I couldn't find a crack to let a conversation in. I'd ask you how you're feeling, and you'd stare at the TV, like the static on the screen was more interesting than me. I was starving for a whisper, for a murmur, for a sigh, but you just let the quiet grow until it reached the sky. A scream would be a mercy, a fight would be a gift, anything to bridge the gap and close this jagged rift. But you're a master of the empty, a king upon a throne, all the unspoken things that left me here alone. Oh, the silence you fed me was the coldest kind of bread, a heavy, hollow weight that filled the space inside my head. I was reaching for a lifeline, but I only caught the air, searching for a heartbeat and a ghost who didn't care. You didn't have to hit me or tell me we were through. The silence you fed me said everything about you. The kitchen clock is ticking like a hammer on a nail, while I'm reading into shadows and I'm looking for a trail. Did I lose you in the morning? Did I fail you in the night? I'm begging for a reason, but you're holding it so tight. You're a closed off book of matches that'll never see a flame, and it's driving me to madness how you won't even speak my name. Is there a person still inside there? Is there a soul behind the wall? Or did you drain the reservoir until there's nothing left at all? They say that silence is golden, but they've never felt this great. The way it chokes the I love yous and turns the heart to clay. It's a weapon made of nothing, it's a sharp and invisible blade, and I'm bleeding out in quiet from the choices that you made. Oh, the silence you fed me was the coldest kind of bread, a heavy, hollow weight that filled the space inside my head. I was reaching for a lifeline, but I only caught the air, searching for a heartbeat and a ghost who didn't care. You didn't have to hit me or tell me we were through. The silence you fed me said everything about you. I'm finally leaving now because I've run out of things to ask. I'm dropping my side of the rope and taking off the mask. I hope you enjoy the quiet in this house that's now a tomb. But the silence you fed me just ran out of room. It ran out of room. Folded my heart like a letter you never read, left it on the table where we used to lay our heads. I learned your silence like a second tongue, counting every moment you slowly came undone. I made excuses for the nights you pulled away, called it busy, called it just a phase. But love shouldn't feel like begging to be seen. I was right here, standing in between. I bent until I broke just to make you stay. Turned my needs into apologies every day. I gave you all the gentle parts of me, and you still couldn't meet me halfway. I wasn't hard to love, I was easy to hold. I just needed honesty, now promise is sold. I asked for your time, you just weren't ready. I memorized your moves, walked on fragile ground, smiled through the pain so you wouldn't hear the sound. I watered our love while you watched it dry, still blaming myself, still asking why I stayed when leaving would have saved my heart. Believed every will fix this from the start, but loving someone shouldn't feel this small. I gave you my best, I gave you all. I held my tears back just to keep the peace, afraid that my feelings would make you leave. I learned too late what love should be. It doesn't punish honesty. You just couldn't love me enough. Maybe you needed distance, maybe I needed more, but I won't carry the blame like I did before. I won't shrink my heart to make you stay. I won't call neglect love again someday. I loved you loudly, I loved you right, even when you faded out of sight. I wasn't hard to love, I was learning too. I made mistakes, but I stayed true. I deserved warmth, I deserved trust. I wasn't hard to love. I'll stop rewriting every goodbye like I'm the reason we said bye. If you couldn't meet me where I wasn't hard to love. I just loved us. So I'll gather the pieces you left behind and teach my heart to be kind. One day someone will see my worth and love me without making it hurt, because I know now deep down inside I wasn't hard to love. I'm still speaking of us like we're happening now, where there isn't a can and a here somehow. I haven't learned how to use was a word to describe the soft way that you lean into her. I'm trapped in the present, I'm stuck in the am, while you're building a life on a used to be dam. The calendar's turning, the months start to bleed, but I'm still planting flowers where there's only a weed. You've categorized me as a lesson or phase, a dusty old map from your wandering days, but I haven't moved to the after just yet. I'm a heart that's too stubborn to ever forget. I loved you past tense and I love you past tense. I'm still standing guard at a broken down fence. You're a memory now, you're a back in the day, but for me you're the breath that I'm taking a day. How do I say I loved you when the feeling's still new and my heart won't admit that I'm finished with you? I'm a story you close, but I'm still on the page, loving you past every limit and age. The grammar of grieving is a language I hate, trying to find verbs for too little too late. My mother says had and my friends all say gone, but is the only thing I'm leaning on. I see you in stores and I almost say look, before I remember you're a closed off book. You've moved to the future, you found a new will, while I'm in the hallways and I'm standing still. Is it madness to love what no longer exists, to reach for a hand that has turned into mist? I'm a now in a world that has turned into then, trying to start over but I don't have the pen. I love you past tense, and I love you past tense. I'm still standing guard at a broken down fence. You're a memory now, you're back in the day, but for me you're the breath that I'm taking today. How do I say I loved you when the feeling's still new, when my heart won't admit that I'm finished with you? I'm a story you closed, but I'm still on the page, loving you past every limit and age. So go on and be wise if that's what you need. Go on and be lost while I stay here and bleed. I'll stay in the is, I'll stay in the now. I'll love you forever, I just don't know how to love you in the past. I loved you past tense, and I love you still. I was still framing the photos from our trip to the coast, while you were already fading, becoming a ghost. I was planning the garden and the colors for the hall, but you had your back turned, leaning into the fall. Thought we were fighting a storm we could weather, two hearts in the trenches, staying together. But I didn't know that the war had been won, and you'd already surrendered before I begun. A breakup takes two, or that's what they say, but you checked out months before you walked away. I was carrying us like a heavy gold chain, unaware I was the only one left in the rain. Oh, I held the ending, I held it alone, while you were a statue, a heart made of stone. I was screaming, don't go to a room already bare, reaching for fingers that weren't even there. You let me believe in the always and we, while you were just counting the days to be free. It's a heavy, cold burden, a truth I now own, that I held the ending entirely alone. The hardest part isn't the door slamming shut, it's the months of the almost and the maybe and but. It's the way you still kissed me when you knew it was through, the hollow performances of a person I knew. I was pouring my soul into a cracked, leaking cup, trying to keep the sun from ever going up. You watched me struggle, you watched me try, knowing exactly when you were gonna say goodbye. Was it a Tuesday? Was it a night in July? When did you decide that our love had to die? You carried the secret, you carried the plan, while I was still holding your hand like a man. I'm a fool in the wreckage, a ghost in the street, left with a puzzle that'll never be complete. While you just counting the days to be free. It's a heavy, cold burden of truth I now own, that I held the ending entirely alone. I'm letting it fall. I'm tired of being the one who remembers it all. The curtains are closed, the audience is gone, and I'm finally letting go of a story you'd already moved on. I held it alone. Yeah, I held the ending. I'm chasing the curve where you used to lay. On the right side of the bed, it's gone cold and gray. I tried to scrub the scent of your skin from the sheets, but the memory of us is a war that retreats. I thought I could harden, I thought I could dry, but the salt always finds where the secrets all lie. They don't just fall down like the summer rain. They're a map of the places you're causing me pain. They don't roll for the world or the things that I've lost. They only come out when I'm counting the cost of the way that you laughed and the way that you left, of a heart that is sinking, of a soul that's bereft. Tears learn to shape, they know where to go, following the lines of the ghosts that I know. One for the bridge of your nose when you'd sleep, and 10 for the promises you didn't keep. They pull in the hollows where your head used to rest, a heavy wet weight on the cage of my chest. I can't even cry for a brand new heartbreak, because my tears only know the shape that you made. I saw a stranger who walked like you do, and my eyes filled with water before I even knew. They curved around my cheek like your thumb used to trace, when you told me that no one could take my place. It's a cruel kind of reflex, a physical debt for a love that is gone but won't let me forget. I'm a vessel of water, I'm a well in the dark, still overflowing from your very last spark. Is there a limit? Is there a shore where I don't have to leak for you anymore? I'm drowning in silhouettes, I'm blurring the lines, reading your name in these watery signs. You're etched in the salt, you're burned in the sting, you're the bitterest part of everything. Oh, my tears learn to shape, they know where to go, following the lines of the ghosts that I know. 1 for the bridge of your nose when you'd sleep, and 10 for the promises you didn't keep. They pull in the hollows where your head used to rest, a heavy wet weight on the cage of my chest. I can't even cry for a brand new heartbreak, because my tears only know the shape that you made. So I'll sit in the bathroom with the lights turned down low, watching the only part of you that won't go. They roll down shape of your chin, tracing the places where you used to begin. My tears learn your shape, and they're all I have left. Yeah, they're all I have left. I took my favorite book and the picture from the hall. I even took the echoes of my name against the wall. I stood beside the bed while you were lost in heavy sleep, telling you the secrets that I knew I couldn't keep. The floorboards didn't grow, window didn't shake. I was careful with the silence for both of our sakes. I waited for a start, for a hand to reach for mine, but you were drifting, steady on a different distant line. I thought the air would change, I thought the room would get cold, I thought the story would scream as it finally grew old. But the world didn't stop and the clock didn't stall when I stepped over the shadow that was once our overall. You didn't feel me leave, you didn't feel the shift, you didn't notice when the anchor finally started to drift. I was pulling out the stitches of the life we tried to sew, but you were already gone somewhere I'll never know. I walked out the door and I didn't look back, leaving my heart on the edge of the track. It's the saddest kind of ghost, the kind you can't even see, that you didn't even feel the part of you that was me when I left.
I'm sitting in a kitchen where the light is bright and new, wondering if you've noticed that the coffee's only for you.
Did you reach across the sheets and find a canyon in the bed? Or did you just inhabit all the space inside your head? Maybe you're still sleeping, maybe you're still there, talking to the mirrors and the empty hollow air. It's a lonely kind of freedom, it's a bitter kind of win, to realize I was gone before the moving could begin. I wanted you to wake up, I wanted you to stay, I wanted you to catch me before I got away. But you were so far under, you were so far gone, that you didn't even notice when I stopped being your dawn. You didn't feel me leave, you didn't feel the shift, you didn't notice when the anchor finally started to drift. I was pulling out the stitches of the life we tried to sew, but you were already gone somewhere I'll never know. I walked out the door and I didn't look back, leaving my heart on the edge of the track. It's the saddest kind of ghost, the kind you can't even see, that you didn't even feel the part of you that was me when I left. The sun is coming up on a house that's half empty, but you'll probably think it's just a little bit quiet. You won't check the closet, you won't check the door until you realize I'm not there anymore. But it's been 3 days and you still haven't called. because you didn't feel me leave at all. Slowly, not midnight finds me wide awake again, staring at the cracks in the ceiling. Your voice still lives inside my head, softer now but still stealing my breathing. I trace your shadow on the wall, like you never really left this room. Every memory hits like a wave, and I drown in missing you. I try to be strong, try to move on, but love doesn't listen to pride. Every step I take without you feels like I'm leaving part of me behind. My tears wear your name when they fall. Every drop knows your face. I cry in the dark, but it's always you that my heart tries to erase. I smile for the world, but alone I break, calling out all the same. I've learned how to cry without making a sound, but my tears wear your name. Your sweater's still folded on the chair, like a promise you forgot to keep. I swear I feel you beside me when the nights get too heavy to sleep. We said forever like it was safe, like love could never change. Now every almost cuts me deep, every memory still aches. I told myself time would heal the pain, but time just taught me how to hide, how to laugh when my heart is breaking, how to bleed on the inside. My tears wear your name when they fall, they know where my heart still stays. I've tried to wash away the past, but it never fades. I walk through days like I'm okay, but nights don't play that game. I whisper why into empty air, and my tears wear your name. If loving you was my greatest mistake, I'd still make it again. I'd choose the pain, I'd choose the scars, just to feel your hands in mine. Then you were the light I lost too soon, the home I couldn't save. Now all I have are these quiet moments and the tears that know your name. My tears wear your name softly now, like a secret I can't outrun. I'm healing slow, but I'm not there yet. The hardest part's begun. I'll let you go, but not tonight. My heart's still in the rain. I'm learning how to say goodbye, but my tears wear your name. One day I'll wake and it won't hurt this way. Your memory kept the porch light on until the bulb began to burn. Staring at the driveway, praying for a tire turn. I turned down every invite, I stayed close to the phone, terrified you would call and find me anywhere but home. I kept your favorite bottle on the middle of the shelf, and I kept on making excuses for you better than yourself. The seasons changed the clothes from the green into the gold, while I was sitting patient doing exactly what I was told. I was a soldier at a post for a war that already ended, trying to protect a heart that you never saw as mended. I was counting every second, I was measuring the air, building a life on a promise that was never really there. I waited like a fool, I waited like a child, while you were out there running, reckless and wild. I thought that if I stayed, you'd remember where to find the person that you swore you'd never leave behind. But the dust is on the table and the weeds are in the yard, and realizing you weren't coming is the only thing that's hard. I was a masterpiece of hope in a world that's cold and cruel. Yeah, I waited like a fool. My friends stopped calling me, they couldn't watch the slow decay of a person disappearing a little more each day. They said the ship has sailed, they said the dock is empty now, but I was busy figuring out the when, not the how. I dressed up for a ghost, I cooked dinner for a shadow, wander in the rooms of a love that's grown shallow. I was loyal to a memory, I was faithful to a lie, watching my entire life just pass me by. Was it the hope that was the poison? Was it the faith that was the sin? To think that if I loved enough you'd let me back in. I've got 1,000 any minutes and almost in my head, but never is the only word you ever really said. I waited like a fool, I waited like a child, while you were out there running, reckless and wild. I thought that if I stayed, you'd remember where to find the person that you swore you'd never leave behind. But the dust is on the table and the weeds are in the yard, and realizing you weren't coming is the only thing that's hard. I was a masterpiece of hope in a world that's cold and cruel. Yeah, I waited like a fool, so I'm reaching for the switch, and I'm turning off the light. I'm finally closing up the house in the middle of the night. I'm sorry it took this long for my heart to learn the rule that you're gone, and I've been waiting just like a fool, such a fool. You held my hand at the edge of goodbye, said you loved me but wouldn't stay. Your eyes were already somewhere else, even while you asked me to wait. I packed my heart in a quiet box, didn't want you to see it break. You promised we'd be okay somehow, then you turned and walked away. I would have fought through the dark with you, I would have tried one more time, but you chose the easy silence and left me behind. You let me go alone disappeared. I begged with my eyes, but you looked away, like love was something you'd outgrown. You didn't have to break my heart to leave. You let me go alone. I learned how to breathe without your name, but every breath still hurts. I talk to you in empty rooms, like maybe the echo works. I wore your words like armor, believed every I still care. But love doesn't feel like standing still while someone isn't there. I stayed when I felt invisible, hoping you'd turn around, but you were already halfway gone before you made a sound. You let me go alone when I was reaching for your hand. You watched me fall apart in pieces, still didn't make a stand. I gave you all the parts of me I never showed anyone. You didn't have to push me away. You didn't have to push me away. You let me go alone. If loving me felt like too much weight, you could have told the truth. Instead you left me holding on to a ghost of you. I would have understood the pain, I would have cried and healed, but you chose distance over honesty, and that's the deepest wound I feel. You let me go alone. Now I'm learning how to stand, still shaking, still breaking, but finding who I am. I'll forgive you in my own time, but tonight it still feels wrong. I didn't lose you because love died. I lost you because you let me go alone. One day I'll walk this road unafraid. My heart won't feel so small, but I'll always remember the moment you chose not to hold me at all. I've mastered the art of the I'm doing better now. I've practiced my smile until I almost remember how. I talk about the weather and I go to work on time. I'm moving through the days like I've committed no crime. My eyes are dry in public, my voice is steady and clear. I tell everybody that I'm glad you're no longer here. But when the sun goes down and the world begins to sleep, there's a promise in the shadows that I can't seem to keep. My mind says it's for the best that we were meant to break. My pride says I'm much stronger for the path I had to take. But there's a stubborn rhythm beating underneath my chest that doesn't care for logic or for what the world thinks best. Oh, my heart still cries for you in the middle of the night. It's a lonesome, hollow sound when there's no one else inside. I can tell my brain to move on, I can tell my feet to run, but my heart is still searching for its only morning sun. It's a soft and steady weeping, it's a long and long see your favorite brand upon the shelf. It cries when I'm reminded of a version of myself, the one that used to laugh without a worry or a doubt, before you took the light and turned the fireplace out. I can't stop the bleeding with the maybe you're fine, because your name is written in the salt and in the wine. I'm a house that's been abandoned, but the walls still know your name, and every empty hallway is whispering the same. Is there a mute for the memory? Is there a bandage for the soul? How do you fix a mirror when you've lost the final piece of the whole? I'm a professional at hiding, I'm a king of the okay, but I'm a witness to the wreckage at the ending of the day. Oh, my heart still cries for you in the middle of the night. It's a lonesome, hollow sound when there's no one else inside. I can tell my brain to move on, I can tell my feet to run, but my heart's still searching for its only morning sun. It's a soft and steady weeping, it's a long and lonely sigh. No matter how I tell the world that I have said goodbye, my heart still cries. So I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll put the mask back on. I'll tell the world I'm happy now that you are finally gone. But beneath the I'm okay, and beneath the I am free, is a little piece of us that's still calling out to me. My heart still cries, yeah, it still cries for you. It never stopped. It never stopped. I'm standing at the station where the tracks just disappear into a thick and heavy fog that's lasted for a year. I used to think the lost was something I could go and find, like a set of silver keys or a thought I left behind. But there's a finality in the way the air feels now, a permanent departure that I didn't want to allow. I'm reaching for a shadow that has melted in the sun, realizing that the us I loved is totally undone. It's not a temporary distance, it's not a little space, it's the terrifying knowledge I'll never see your face. Not in this city, not in the next, not in the life to come. The music stopped forever, and my heart is growing numb. I didn't just lose you for a season or a day, I lost you in a forever kind of heavy hollow way. There's no maybe in the future, no let's see where we are. You're a light that's gone out in a dead and distant star. I'm staring at the empty where your ghost used to be, knowing that you're never coming back home to me. The door isn't just closed, it's gone, and now I see I lost you forever things we started that will never have an end. A book with half its pages that I'll never get to lend. I have a million questions that will never find your ear, and a lifetime of I love yous that you'll never get to hear. You're not just gone away, you're a nevermore instead. A quiet, cold finality that's filling up my head. I'm a map of a country that doesn't exist anymore, washing up like wreckage on a strange and silent shore. How do I breathe in a world where you don't exist, where our entire history's just a fading mist? It's the never again, that's the sharpest kind of blade, the debt of a lifetime that can never be repaid. I didn't just lose you for a season or a day. I lost you in a forever kind of heavy, hollow way. There's no maybe in the future, no let's see where we are. You're a light that's gone out in a dead and distant star. I'm staring at the empty where your ghost used to be, knowing that you're never coming back home to me. The door isn't just closed, it's gone, and now I see I lost you forever, and forever's killing me. So I'll stop checking the driveway, and I'll stop watching the gate. I'll stop trying to bargain with the cold and silent fate. The world is still moving, but my heart is stuck in stone. I lost you forever, and I'm forever I remember when your eyes were like a fever, when every word I spoke was like a song. I lived inside the heat of your devotion, and never thought that right could turn to wrong. But then the temperature began to flicker, the fireplace was running out of wood. You started pulling back in tiny ripples. I didn't notice then, but now I should. It wasn't a cliff, it was a slow, steady slide, a losing battle with the turning of the tide. I was adding chapters while you were closing the book. I should have seen the distance in the way you used to look. You loved me less each time the sun went down a little further from the shore, until I started to drown. It wasn't a sudden storm or a bolt from the blue, just a slow motion vanishing of the person I knew. I was falling deeper passing day. The I love yous became a habit, not a feeling. The silence in the car grew heavy and cold. You used to reach for my hand without thinking. Now I'm a story that you've already told. I try to be louder, to be brighter, to be enough, to smooth out all the edges where the road was getting rough. But you can't fill a cup that's got a hole in the floor, and you can't keep a heart that's already at the door. Is there a moment you can point to, a second where it changed? Or was it just a million little things that got rearranged? I was counting the reasons to stay for a lifetime, while you were counting the minutes until you were free. What a tragedy to realize in the middle of the night that I was your maybe, while you were mine must be. You love me less each time the sun went down a little further from the shore, until I started to drown. It wasn't a sudden storm or a bolt from the blue, just a slow motion vanishing of the person I knew. I was falling deeper while you were drifting away. You loved me less with every passing day. By the time you finally left, there was nothing left to break. You'd already taken everything there was left for you to take. 1% on Monday, 0 by the phone, till I realized you didn't love me at all. I was still buying tickets for a summer trip in June, while you were secretly packing in the middle of the afternoon. I was laughing at your jokes, leaning in for one more kiss, unaware that every touch was just a cold and final wish. The neighbors saw the distance, and the mirror saw the gray, but I was blinded by the light of a sun that had moved away. My mind saw the signs, the late nights and the sighs, the way you started looking past the corners of my eyes. My friends all stopped asking how we were getting along, because they already knew the words to your moving on song. Everybody saw the end before the start of the show. The whole world was watching the fire burn low. I was still building castles out of sand and of snow, but I was the only one left who didn't know. My logic was screaming, my eyes saw the ghost, but the one who loved you the absolute most, yeah, my heart was the last to know. You were already gone while you were sitting on the couch. I could feel the goodbye in the way you'd start to slouch. The I love yous felt like echoes from a canyon far away, but I told myself you were just having a heavy kind of day. I protected the light like a candle in a storm, trying to keep a despair, to be the only person breathing when there's no more air. I defended your silence, I made excuses for the cold, until the truth was a story that even I couldn't hold. Everybody saw the end before the start of the show. The whole world was watching the fire burn low. I was still building castles out of sand and of snow, but I was the only one left who didn't know. My logic was screaming, my eyes saw the ghost, but the one who loved you the absolute most, yeah, my heart was the last to know. By the time the door slammed, the world wasn't surprised. They'd already seen the never written in your eyes. I was the last one standing, the last one to let go, because my stupid, hopeful heart was the very last to know. It was the last to know.